This is a bomb. This is like strapping a twin turbos on top of a V12 engine. We're already a V12 engine. Now we're just for fun gonna strap some twin turbos on there and a NITRO button. Hey everybody, Brent Gove here giving you a quick update on eXp's new Synergy program. That's right, you heard it right. Synergy, it's co-sponsoring. So here we are, eXp's new Synergy program. And of course the company is referring to it as co-sponsoring. You might ask, why do you call it Synergy? Because it creates synergy. And I'm gonna explain to you how it works. It's amazing. There literally is no downside. And it helps the newest agent big time. So let's get into it. Here you are, and you want to think of this Synergy program, this co-sponsoring program, as kind of a geographical issue. The way it was for 16 years, you meet someone in Kansas City, you sponsor them, and then we kind of find out who's doing eXp in Kansas City and try to kind of plug them in. But people felt like a third wheel. They felt like a heel. They felt like they're on a date with somebody, but they shouldn't be there, you know? And so they're like, oh yeah, stop by the office anytime we can help. And people were nice, but people kind of felt like an orphan. So what this program does is it allows you to find the person in, say, Kansas City, and let's say you make some calls and you find out, hey, there's this amazing couple in Kansas City, Tim and Jill, and they're there, boots on the ground. They even have an office, like the beautiful office behind me, and they're doing weekly sales meetings and training and support, and you plug your prospect, which we'll call Tina, right? You plug Tina. That's not the best box, but you plug Tina into Tim and Jill. Instead of you sponsoring Tina, you sponsor Tim and Jill. They sponsor Tina. This is co-sponsoring. You're the sponsor. Tim and Jill are the co-sponsor. And Tina is your recruit. And so Tim and Jill now become on your level, what? 1. We have 7 levels. And Tina comes in on your level 2. So the way this works is because you were the procuring cost for Tina, who gets the FLQA? You do. So you get this thing called an FLQA. Very important that you get that. Who gets the stock award for recruiting Tina? You do. You get the stock award. Again, you deserve it. You recruited. If you recruited someone, you get a stock award, and you get an FLQA credit when they sell their first home. If they sell a home, it lasts 6 months. If they sell another home, it lasts 6 months. That's how FLQA works. By the way, if Tina caps, remember the first year, $4,000 goes to the sponsor, in this case, the co-sponsor, Tina, Tim, and Jill. So they're going to get the $4,000 year 1. There's a bonus of $2,600 that makes it $4,000. And so that goes to Tim and Jill because they're the boots on the ground. They're not in Kansas City. You're not in Kansas City. You're in North Dakota, you're in Tampa, you're in Sacramento, California, you're in Phoenix, Arizona. Who's in Kansas City? This couple I made up, Tim and Jill. They're supporting Tina. By the way, they benefit from what Tina does. Tina's on their level 1. It might be your level 2, but Tina is on their level 1. Everybody Tina tells is their level 2. Your level 3. Everyone these people tell are, again, your level 4, their level 3. Tina's level 1, level 2, level 3. It's the 7 levels. Nothing changes. What changes is you inserted Tim and Jill. They're already in eXp, but they're able to start fresh, start new with you. You don't get their group, and you kind of think, well, yeah, but instead of Tina being on my level 1, Tina's now on my level 2. I lose a level. No, you don't. You gain Tim and Jill. What's the fiduciary when you sell a home? The fiduciary is to your buyer or your seller. What's in the best interest of my buyer? What's in the best interest of my seller? In this case, Tina's your prospect. She's leaving Century 21 or an independent brokerage or Coldwell Banker. What are Tina's odds of success if you sponsor Tina from wherever you live in North America or Canada or in the world, and it's just you kind of helping Tina try to make it in Kansas City? Agents have often felt isolated, alone, in their own silo or whatever the sayings are. Well, guess what? Now Tina has a local group that they benefit. If Tina did well and sponsored a bunch of people, as 50 or 100 people, they're in direct competition with Tina and Jill. If it wasn't for the system, Tim and Jill were there in Kansas City. They have an office. They got a group. They're doing it. They're doing sales. They got a group. And if you sponsor Tina direct, Tina would be competing with them. So what this co-sponsoring program is, it actually creates synergy, not competition. In other words, instead of being co-sponsoring, people think of it like cohabitation, co-parenting like this. It's this. You plus the co-sponsor plus your prospect. It doesn't do this. And other competing companies, it does this, and they split the baby in half. You get half, we get half. One of our competitors, the company takes 10%, and that leaves 90%, then they cut that in half. So in their co-sponsoring program, it's 45% over here, 45% over here, and then it happens again and again, and pretty soon you're getting 10 cents. It fractionalizes the revenue share. At eXp, it's brilliant. This has never been done before. This is a bomb. This is like strapping a twin turbos on top of a V12 engine. We're already a V12 engine. Now we're just for fun going to strap some twin turbos on there and a NITRO button. So wherever you are in the world, I sponsored people in different parts of the world. It was me sponsoring them, and I had to try to help them. Well, guess what? Now you can go, I got someone in St. Augustine, Florida. Well, who's in St. Augustine? Who's rocking it that I could sponsor? And then they sponsor my person, and then they help my person in St. Augustine. Let's say you sponsor someone in Barcelona, Spain. Do you know how to do real estate in Spain? You sponsor someone in the UK or Australia. Do you know how to do business there, in Dubai or Tel Aviv or Portugal, Lisbon, Portugal? Maybe even don't even speak the language. Mumbai, India. Well, now you can sponsor someone in Mumbai who's already there, knows how to do real estate. Hopefully they have an office, they have training, things, and then you sponsor that person. They sponsor your prospect. The person in Mumbai comes in on your level 1, right here. This is someone from Barcelona or Mumbai and then they sponsor your prospect. Your prospect comes on level 2. So you think, well, I'm losing a level. True, but you're gaining a leader. You're gaining an amazing local person to help your person succeed, the fiduciary. And trust me, if they succeed, they're going to stick around and they'll remain what's called an FLQA. And if they build a group someday, you get revenue share and the local person gets revenue share. So it creates a synergy. And the cool thing, your sponsor gets revenue share, your sponsors gets revenue share, your sponsor up for like 5, 6 levels. They all get the revenue share down through here. So it's amazing. There is no downside to eXp's new synergy program or what they call co-sponsoring. I'm calling it their new synergy program because it creates synergy, not competition. I love competition, it's great, but I think of all the people I sponsored the last 7, 8 years, I would definitely have chosen a local sponsor for them. I would have had them come in on my level 2. The odds of their success are not twice as good, they're 30 times as good. It's an amazing program. So that's a little bit on eXp's new co-sponsoring program. Again, I see this as a geographical play. People say, well, Brent, would you sponsor someone in Tampa for me? I would not. I don't have offices in Tampa. I don't have local support in Tampa. Brent, because Sophia was just here, my onboarding. She goes, oh my gosh, Brent, I'm going to be so busy. It's crazy. I go, no, I'm going to pretty much tell everybody no. What do you mean? I go, if they want me to sponsor someone in Seattle, I'm not in Seattle. Sponsor someone in Toronto, I'm not in Toronto. I'm not going to co-sponsor with anyone other than right here in Sacramento because I have a beautiful office in Sacramento. I have weekly sales meetings in Sacramento. I have monthly support in Sacramento. This is where I have assets to help. So for me, now some people may, well, I'm going to use Bob and I'm going to sponsor Bob and I'm going to have Bob sponsor people all over. Good luck with that. I think it's not in the best interest of your prospect. Your prospect will be isolated and alone just as ever. It'll be you and them, but nobody's there with them in Casper, Wyoming. Nobody's there with them in Miami, Florida. They'll be just like before. They may have you and they may have Bob or Jill helping them, but they need boots on the ground. Unless they're a very strong, well-established agent, then something like that could work. So I hope I've explained co-sponsoring again. You get the FLQA, you get the stock award, it leapfrogs whoever you're co-sponsoring with. In this case, the local agent or agents in Tampa or Phoenix or Seattle or Toronto. You're the sponsor, they're the co-sponsor, and your prospect goes here. They get revenue share, you get revenue share, your upline gets revenue share. Awesome, amazing program. We're gonna take over the world. We're gonna go to 250,000 agents in the next 5 years. Get ready, I could not be more excited about this.